Yo lads, what is going on? Thank you for clicking on the video. Now today I'm going to be doing something different to what I usually do. It's going to be a video on how to get better or good at Fortnite. Now this is very strange for me because I'm going to be honest, I used to absolutely suck on Fortnite. I'd get a kill, die, get a kill, die. If I was in duos, I would be the partner you don't want, the partner you had to carry. And now I'm the person doing the carrying in duos. Near enough every single game I go in, if I search for a random game, I'm always carrying people. And I want to highlight how you can get better at this game, even if you're a complete novice to Battle Royale games. I moved over from PUBG and I got over 200 hours on that game, tons of chicken dinners on that, and I absolutely sucked on Fortnite. I was rubbish. I'd got over 50 hours on H1Z1. I am by no means new to Battle Royales, but Fortnite is a completely different experience because you've got your building, the cartoony art style. The weapons work different to PUBG and H1Z1. It's all cartoony and jumping around, and you've got to actually be quite good at Fortnite. It's not a game you can just pick up and be good at. In my opinion, if you have, then congrats to you, well done, you shouldn't be on this video. If you want to get better at Fortnite, you're on the right video. There's lots of little things you need to do correctly, and they'll help improve your goddamn game a lot. Do these little tips correct, and you're going to enjoy the game more, you're going to have more fun, and you'll be the person carrying people in duos. You'll be the person, not the person getting carried. And I know it's so annoying when you're being carried. You know you're being carried because you're the one with 0 kills, getting downed all the time, and the other dude's rocking 6 or 7 kills and reviving you every damn 2 minutes. If you want to see more of this screen, keep watching. If you want to keep dying, click off the video now. If you suck, this video is going to help you a lot, so stay tuned. Now this first tip might sound stupid to those of you who've played a lot of Fortnite, but when you're in the starting zone waiting for the battle bus to launch, pick up any gun you can get your hands on. If you're a noob, you don't know how the guns work, this is the perfect time to play with the guns, practice your aim, practice your building. Don't just rush straight into a game, pick up guns you're not familiar with. Practice in the play zone. It's hard to find guns because people run and pick them up straight away, but if you can run, get your hands on a gun, practice it, know its recoil, know its shooting pattern, you'll do a lot better in the actual game. And this is a little thing lots of people overlook. Now tip number 2 is to master the landing. The amount of people I've spoke to and played with in game that weren't aware of this is crazy. I thought everybody knew, but apparently not. Now once you've picked where you're going to land, look for the lowest point possible. So if you're going to land at the edge of the map somewhere like Lucky Landing or Fatal Fields, aim for the ocean, then gliding. Now what this does, it allows you to land lower, therefore get to the houses first before your opponents. It's a great little skill to have, and it helps you a lot getting your hands on the first weapon and then killing people around you. Now if you don't do this, you're going to notice you're going to be one of the last people to land. All the weapons will have gone, especially if you go to somewhere busy like Tilted Towers, Lucky Landing, Fatal Fields, Retail Row. This is a very useful tip. Just stay aware, make sure you go for the lowest landing possible, and always avoid mountains. You land above a mountain, you're going to pull your chute at the highest point possible, therefore getting the least loot. Avoid mountains where possible, always go for lakes and the ocean if possible. Okay, so this next one, if I have to point this out, you should just near enough quit. Be aware of the zone. Check it like 20 seconds after you've landed when the zone has been confirmed, and don't overplay your time. Don't stay in a certain zone for too long looking for loot, chests and good weapons. Just move with the zone, get in the zone first, then you can get the good weapons. And a great thing that I like doing, once you get in the zone, there's going to be tons of people running to the zone. Build a little base on the edge of the zone and the kills come flooding to you. Idiots will continuously flood towards the zone late, taking damage, one shot, kill them as soon as they get in the zone. You get all their loot. It's a fantastic way to gain loot without looking for it yourself. I don't like looking for loot. I like killing other people and taking their loot. So please be aware of the zone. The first zone does barely any damage. Don't worry about that one. Once it gets past the first zone, there's no need to take damage from the zones. Just make your way towards the zone as soon as possible. You'll know this anyway if you've played any other Battle Royale game, but if you haven't, don't fuck about with the zone. Now one of the biggest tips I can give anybody on playing Fortnite is sound. Make sure you've got a good headset. If you don't, save up for a good headset. It will make a night and day difference to how well you can play this game. If you can't see somebody, the next best thing is sound. If you're playing this game on mute, what the fuck are you doing? Personally, I would recommend you get a 7.1 surround sound headset. It will help you hear footsteps and just movements in general a lot better than if you've got some cheap, nasty headset. Single-handedly, this has helped me win lots of games. When people are hiding, like some little bitches camping bushes, when they make the slightest move, you can hear them. Then you can push them, build around them, get some crazy damn kills with traps. Just make sure you've got a good headset. You can hear the people there, and if you can't see them, hear them out. Hear them out, boys. Now, one that many, and I mean a lot of players overestimate is building. It's not PUBG, it's not H1Z1. You can build. Use your skills to build. If you don't know how to build, there's many guides on YouTube. Go to a quiet place, farm tons of resources, and practice building and practice editing structures. Being able to make a door and escape your building is one of the single most useful things you'll be able to do. Draw somebody into a trap base, say you've laid it with spike traps, you've put a front door on, you can just walk straight out, and you've got a sitting duck sat in your base. If you don't know how to build, this is what happens to you. You will get outplayed, people will build structures up to you, they'll run, they'll jump, and they'll kill you. Having the higher ground is one of the best things you can have in Fortnite. If you've got the higher ground, 9 out of 10 times you're going to win that firefight. Because people are shooting up at you, looking up at you, and you've built an awesome structure, you can just run off that structure. This is one of the most popular kills, running off a structure with a pump and getting a kill, and you feel like a damn badass. Being able to build is vitally important. I couldn't build at the beginning of the game, but then I realised it's just because I didn't want to build. But building is so useful. Now what I would recommend with the building squares is have them mapped to your mouse. If you've got a mouse with 4 buttons what you can remap, bind all the building keys to your mouse. Now I personally don't, I've got 2 spare keys on my mouse. Now I've got the stairs and the wall binded to my mouse, and the flat square binded to F. Now the triangle, the roof, you don't need it. You do not need it. I would just recommend taking that off your bindings. It's the most pointless building block in the game. Those 3 are vitally important, especially the stairs and the walls. That's what 90% of people are going to build the bases out of. Just having those is vitally important. But just make sure they're easy, accessible. Don't put them on some damn key at the other side of your keyboard where you're not going to be able to press in a firefight. That's why I've got them mapped to my mouse. I can easily press them and easily access them. This is a mistake lots of people make. I play with so many people in random duos, and their key bindings are awful. Your key bindings need to be good. They need to be accessible. You need to be able to push them in the middle of a firefight. Not goddamn down fucking M, and you're using WASD to move, and some fucker had got the wall mapped to M. No idea what I was thinking, but make them easily accessible. Now, this may sound stupid, but if you find that you're playing with people, you just randomly search it and you're carrying them every single game, direct them to a video like this. Direct them to a video which is going to help them increase their skills. Do not carry them every game. If you find yourself doing that, go onto the official Fortnite Discord and put some requirements for duo pairings. It's no good when you're carrying somebody every game. You might as well play solo. This game you're seeing on screen now was very similar. The kid kept getting downed, I kept reviving him, then I killed people, then as soon as I saw another person he died. Now if you're playing with somebody who's like that, if you want to help them, tell them to go and play solos and drop at Tilted Towers or drop at Retail Row. Drop at the busiest place. You're going to die. That's obvious, but let them practice with a certain weapon. Tell them to drop and go for the same weapon and just keep practicing. You're going to die, but you're going to get better with that weapon. So if they want to get better with the tactical shotgun or the pump, drop, look for that weapon, try and get some kills. You may get a kill, then die, but you're going to get better with that weapon, and that's all that matters. And then when they come back on duos and they play with you, they might be at a similar skill level to you, and then just help them with whatever else they need help with. Now this next tip is different, varying on your skill level. Now lots of people, regardless of the skill, whether they're shit or they're great, seem to rush. Now if you're shit and you're not having any success with rushing, stop, hang back, build a little fort and pick them off that way, especially if you've got a sniper rifle. I've seen so many people who continue to push and use their shotguns when they've got a bolt action sniper rifle. Use the sniper, stay at range and kill them. Unless you're great up close. If you want to get better with your aiming skills, sniper is the greatest way to do this. Then once you've killed them, you're going to get better loot. Towards the end of the game, you're going to need to have good loot to win, unless you're an absolute boss. You kill people, you get better loot. It's as simple as that. Patience can be a massive factor in Fortnite, especially towards the end of the game. I have lost so many times where I've just lost my patience and decided to push a dude in a massive tower. Now, the way to reverse this is you be the dude in the massive tower. Make sure you've got at least 500 of each resource towards the end of the game. Well, brick and steel. Wood's pretty useless towards the end of the game. People just continuously shoot it out and you'll just be building and building and building. Build a nice fort. Layer it with traps. Now, this is one of my favourite parts of Fortnite, the traps. Hopefully, they're going to add more traps than just the spike trap. But what people like to do towards the end of the game, especially if they're... let's say your duo partner's died, you're on yourself, and there's two people pushing you. Now, if you've got lots of traps, layer the base with trap after trap after trap. Say you've got 5 floors, put a trap on each floor and each wall. Then when they come in, you're not going to have a big job with dispatching both of them. The trap will take one. Then when they're trying to revive the teammate, you pick off the other. I have lost count of how many times this has actually worked for me. But not lots of people seem to utilise traps. They're easy to spot, but people are just that stupid. They don't bother checking when they walk in the building. I've lost count of how many times I've been killed by a trap just from utter stupidity. I've guessed there was a trap there, but I've just walked in regardless anyway. Now, this next tip is pretty stupid and pretty obvious, or so I thought. Now, if you happen to get a big shield and 2 small ones, do not use the big shield first. Use the minis first. You cannot use the mini ones after you've used the big ones. You need to use the mini ones first to get yourself up to 50 shield, then the big shield will get you up to 100. And I've seen so many people just downing the minis or trying to down them after they've used the big shield, and it doesn't work like that. Now you've lost 50 potential shield, which could save you from dying late in the game. Now, the key to winning firefights in this game, especially if both of you are using shotguns, which is what 90% of players in this game use, move a lot. Do not stay still. Jump around, bounce around, build stairs. Just do not stay still. The amount of kills I've got where people have just stayed still and basically said, kill me, I've lost count. And especially if you're playing PC, you're going to come across a lot more skilled players with using a keyboard and mouse. Don't get me wrong, if you're on console, staying mobile is also definitely key to winning. It just seems that people have got more accurate aim when playing on a keyboard and mouse. But staying mobile will help you win 9 out of 10 fights. If you're staying still, you're just a sitting target. Especially with a game like Fortnite where everything is so bright and colourful and people stand out so much. Now, this one applies to me a lot. I seem to get shit loot wherever I go, whatever chest I open, whatever person I kill. Now, if you find yourself undergeared towards the end of the game, let's say you're in the top 5, you're in duos, you're in solos, you're in squads, it doesn't matter. Now, other people might have a lot of gear. They might have good gear. They might hear rocket launchers going off, grenade launchers going off. Now, this one is pretty good. If you're already in the zone and you're in a safe place, build a little fort out of the way. Let them kill each other. Then, once they've killed each other, sneak up on them and steal the kill, which is exactly what I did in the clip you're watching. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't play like this every game. I only played like this because I was undergeared. I only had a green tac shotgun and a bolt action sniper. And they were bang in front of me, but they were hiding behind the wall. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. If you have to, play cautious to get the victory royale. It doesn't matter how many kills you get. It matters that you win the damn game. Now, if you're randomly searching for duos, you'll get paired up with people who want to rush, who just think they're playing goddamn Halo or goddamn Call of Duty. Now, you have to get it through their head that you're playing a Battle Royale game and the aim of the game is to be the last person standing. If you can't get that through that certain person's head, you want to leave, play solos, or find a new duo partner. It doesn't matter how many kills you get. Sure, it's fun as fuck when you're getting gunfights. But when people are randomly running off to fight 5 or 6 people when they're massively outnumbered, you know that's not a good duos partner and you know to kick them to the side. Because you want to win, we want to get the victory royale. We're not playing Call of Duty, lads. Now, this is just a little tip, but I found it useful nonetheless. Now, skins, they're good and all. They look awesome. But before you go into the game, check what you're wearing is not egregiously outrageous. If it is, you're going to stand out more, and unless you're a goddamn pro player like Ninja or TSM Myth, you're going to die. You're giving other people an advantage by your gear sticking out. The original skins are not actually that bad. You blend into the environment pretty well. Whereas if you're walking around wearing a goddamn fucking dinosaur skin, you might just stick out a little bit more to the rest of the people in the game. Especially if you're wearing the same outfit as everybody else. I've made that mistake. I'm making that mistake in this clip right now. But we got the Victory Royale, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're finding you die a lot, change your skin. Go back to the original skin and you might just blend in with the environment a little bit better. Especially if you're not too good with combat, close quarters. Equate yourself with your environments, put gear on which doesn't stick out, and then when you're better at combat, you can wear whatever outrageous shit you want to. Now my last tip, it's not really a tip, it's when you get those Victory Royales, celebrate, boys. Have a blast, rub it in the other person's face, because when you've won, it's the best damn feeling you're going to get playing Fortnite. If you've never won before, you won't know what I'm on about, but when you do start winning by following these tips, celebrate, get some cool emotes, have a blast, and rub it in the other person's face. It's the funniest shit ever. Now, if any of these tips did help you, smash the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Now, if any of you have any more questions, just let me know in the comment section what you need help with. If you want to ask me directly, follow my Twitter. It is linked below. I post daily on there. You can see what I'm doing on the daily. And I also post on there every time I get a video idea and every time I'm going to upload. It's the best place just to see what I'm doing, really. I love you all. Peace.
See you on TV, sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I wouldn't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation.